Hello YouTube! My name is Nero, and today some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and another episode of DNA Saturday, which is the weekly series here on my channel, where subscribers send me in DNA bombs. We're playing a bit of Infected here on the map Sideshow, running around with the EM1, and before we start talking about the gameplay, I would like to talk a little bit about the person that actually submitted this gameplay and is actually being featured for DNA Saturday. So on YouTube, he now goes by the name of Alcoholic. Get it? It's like one of those joke names, almost like Alcoholic. It's spelled differently as if it were a name, right? And that wasn't originally his YouTube name. That was not originally his YouTube name at all. If you actually look at his PlayStation name here in the kill feed, his name was FoxyTube, and he actually has an entire video on this. I just found it hilarious because, of course, I watched some of the videos and stuff of the people that I feature for DNA Saturday, and while watching that video, we learned that his name is no longer FoxyTube on YouTube because YouTube made him change it. I'm like, well, why? I mean, maybe it sounds a little bit weird. It's FoxyTube because it has tube in the name. Like, why does he have to get rid of this name, right? And it turns out FoxyTube is actually like a lesser-known porn site out there, and people were reporting his name because his name on YouTube here was FoxyTube, right? And so he had to change his name because he unwittingly named himself after a porn site. Like, he just thought FoxyTube was a cool name. He's, you know, maybe he went by Foxy. This is his YouTube channel, FoxyTube, right? Yeah, it turns out that's a porn site. It turns out it's against the terms of service, and he unwittingly named himself after a porn site, which is hilarious. It could happen to anybody, I suppose. Like, what if NerosCinema was a porn site or something? I don't know. It's just a fun little story. It's one of the videos I watched over on his YouTube channel, and I thought that was hilarious. I wanted to share that story with you guys here. So he's playing a bit of Sideshow Infected here with the EM1, which obviously is very, very good. If you're the person that's, like, not infected, and you're just back here with your EM1 taking all these people out at these long lines of sight, that can just be fantastic for you. And, of course, he's going to pick up the DNA bomb. It's actually been a very long time since we featured an infected DNA bomb here on the channel, and it's just like, it reminds me of Chemstrike Saturday last year, where we would occasionally feature a Chemstrike that was an infected, because it's so interesting to watch from the perspective of, it starts off slow, you know, pick up a kill here, pick up a kill there, then suddenly things start getting crazy. Suddenly everybody on your team's dead. Suddenly there's a bunch of infected running around. Suddenly you're getting rushed like crazy, and things just start happening, and it's one of those game modes that were just, things start getting insane towards the end of the game. And that's one of the things I think really kind of separates the party modes like Infected from your standard game modes like Team Deathmatch, Domination, Kill Confirmed, all the standard ones. You know, it makes you play differently. The maps are played a whole lot differently in Infected as compared to how they would be in a different game mode. Obviously, it's just very different. I like party modes. I would like to see, I talked about this recently as well, but again, I would like to see more support for custom game modes in Call of Duty. You know, whether they're going to be adding a lot more into the rotation, into the multiplayer, adding more playlists, or just adding more support for private matches, because I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there, because I did the same thing with my friends. Now I do it in open lobbies with subscribers, is I like to play custom games with friends. I like to play custom games with subscribers. I like having a bunch of different options available to me in terms of custom games. And I'm hoping we see a lot of that in Black Ops 3. I think that would be pretty fun. Not only just adding in more of them into the multiplayer itself, because Infected, you know, we had party mode like well before Infected came out. Infected came out during Modern Warfare 3, whereas before we had Black Ops 1, where we had originally gun game and one in the chamber and stuff like that. So with every game, they could incorporate more of these game modes. I'm just hoping we get some new ones with Black Ops 3. We didn't see any, of course, from the beta, because we didn't have any party modes in the beta. I'm hoping to see more, and I'm also hoping to see a lot more things involved in private matches that allow us to have different kinds of open lobbies, allow us to have more fun custom game modes and things of that nature. But right around here is where it starts getting really, really intense. He's got all these people coming after him. He's like, oh no, die already, die already. Right there, he gets the kill just before he gets sniped, and that's when he got the DNA bomb. Unfortunately, he can't call in his DNA bomb, right? He can't do that because he's on the infected side now. This is actually where the gameplay ended. It kind of cut off, like in the footage they sent me. But he can't call it in because he's on the infected side now. I think it'd be cool if you got a DNA bomb as a survivor and then got knifed and became one of the infected. You should be able to call in a DNA bomb as the infected, right? How cool would that be? I think that'd be interesting. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude this particular episode of DNA Saturday. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Remember to leave a rating, and if you guys would like to submit your DNA bombs for next week's episode of DNA Saturday, it's very, very simple. Check out this video. Click the annotation that's on your screen, or click the link to it down there in the video description. Either or, it'll take you over there to that video, and it'll teach you everything you would ever want to know about submitting your stuff for DNA Saturday. If you guys would like to go ahead and check out Mr. Alcoholic, you can do so by clicking the annotation on your screen, or by clicking the link to his channel, which of course is at the very top of the video description. He is a relatively new YouTuber. He's been making quite a lot of videos actually over the past couple of months. He's just over 250 subscribers. His most recent video is a Search and Destroy Aces video, where where he kind of takes a bunch of aces they got in S&D, which, if you guys don't know what an ace is, it's where you as one player kill the entire opposing team in a round of search and destroy. So he has a video of him doing that a bunch of times, which is actually pretty impressive because it's very rare and very difficult, of course, to actually kill the entire opposing team by yourself in search and destroy. But he also has a bunch of other videos. The one I kind of recommend checking out first, like to kind of like start you on your little journey through his YouTube channel, I suppose, would be his channel update. It is his 6th to newest video. It is going to be a channel update, Q&A, new name, and more. And that's the video I watched. It's about 10 minutes long, and he kind of explains the situation with his name and how he inadvertently named himself after a porn site, which was really, really funny. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude this particular episode of DNA Saturday. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Remember to leave a rating. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.